Hi guys, in today's video I'm gonna be talking about the curriculum preschool and nursery kids curriculum. There are few points which you have to cover when they're 2.5, but there will be few points which you should consider teaching them when they are 3 and 3.5 and above only. So I'll tell you when we'll go through the curriculum, and I'm also giving you guys the free PDF of this curriculum so that you guys can download and use it, and I'll tell you how to download it later in this video. But for now, let's get started. So it is divided into 6 parts. So first one is the basics. So they should understand the difference between more and less, empty and full. They should understand one-on-one correspondence. They should be able to sort out the objects on the basis of their attribute like color and size, color or size. Then hot and cold, they should understand about hot and cold, fast and slow. They should be able to tell their name and age and date of birth. So for point number 4 to 7, you can start teaching them when they are 2.5 and above, because these are all the visual things that you can teach on the daily basis without even any worksheet or something, through just play and talking. But other than that, you should consider teaching when they are 3 or 3.5 and above. It will be much easier for them to understand and for you to teach. Now next point is position and direction. So they should understand up and down, in and out, front and back, over and under, top and middle, left and right, beside and next. So like you can teach them up and down, in and out, front and back, and left and right when they are 2.5 and just between 2.5 and 3. But apart from that, you can teach the other points when they are 3 and above again, and you can definitely do the worksheet, but I would suggest you to do in a real life practical way. And for example, if there is something under the table, you can ask them, if there is something under the table, can you put it up on the table? So just do the practical stuff, and this way you can teach, or definitely you can make the worksheets. The next point is math, and for this they should know the numbers from 0 to 10. Actually, they should be able to recognize the number. Then they should know the oral counting from 0 to 20 and understand number quantity from 0 to 5. So these all the things are very easy. You can teach when they are 2.5 and 3. And when it comes to number quantity, if there are 4 apples, they should be able to tell you that there are 4 apples without even counting. So that's what I was talking about. Next one is writing. They should know how to draw counterclockwise, trace horizontal, vertical, wavy, zigzag lines and curves. And they should also be able to trace numbers and letter. The above 2 things definitely you can teach when they're 2.5 and between 3. And when it comes to counterclockwise circle, it is really important to teach them that way, because most of the kids, even Nervi, used to draw in the clockwise only, and I don't know what it is, but they should know how to make a circle counterclockwise. And when it comes to tracing letter and number, you can definitely teach them when they are 3.5 and above. Just do not force them to trace anything when they are under 3, because their palm is not fully developed, and even when they are 3.5, their palm is not fully developed. Just do not force them, give them very easy worksheets and let them learn that way. Next point is English. They must know the alphabet from A to Z in uppercase and lowercase, and they must be able to recognize both in both the cases. It is very tricky to teach them P and Q, B and D in the lowercase. So make sure that they are really good in recognizing the uppercase and lowercase both. And you can definitely teach them when they're 2.5 and 3 all the things, because it's easy, it's visual. So focus on more visual activities rather than writing activities when they're 2.5. I have so many moms coming out on my Instagram DM, and it's really good to come up with the questions and on my YouTube videos that how can we start teaching our kids writing when they're 2 and 2.5, and it's not the right time. I would suggest you to wait for a little bit. When they're 3.5 and above, then you can start teaching them and giving them worksheets for tracing and writing. Now let's move towards time, and this is the last point, which is all about they should understand today, tomorrow, yesterday. They should be able to understand morning, morning, night and evening, and they should be able to understand time by hours, and they should understand seasons like summer, spring, winter, fall, and days of the week. And when they're 2.5 and between 3, you can definitely teach them seasons, days of the week, months of a year, and the difference between night, morning, daytime, evening, and all. It's very easy for them to understand, and I highly recommend you to do that. When it comes to today, tomorrow, and yesterday, teach them when they are 3.5 and above. When it comes to your first language, whatever it is, for us first language is Hindi, so whatever is your mother tongue, talk to your kids in that language only. I have read some article recently like your first language should be first, so we are trying our level best to always talk in Hindi with Nirvi. And yes, it is a right time, right age to teach your kids the first language. You can start with definitely alphabet and number. It's the easiest way. You can download the free PDF on my website, and I have given the direct link of it in my description box, so check it out. But when you're doing that, make sure that you're subscribing to the website as well. There you will find a block where you can give your name and email address. You will be all subscribed and good to go, because I'm gonna come up with so many fun ideas, and I'll be providing you free stuff, free PDFs, so many other things on my website only. So make sure that you're a part of community over there as well. And my sister is a content writer. She is writing the content for my website recently, and you can check out her blogs on my website. Definitely it is going to be very helpful. So my YouTube has different content, my website has different content, my Instagram has different content. And if you're not following me on my Instagram, you're missing out lots and lots of fun stories on Instagram, and the behind the scene and the fun stuff on feed too. If you have multiple questions related to parenting or healthy living, make sure to ask me on my Instagram DM, so that it's very easy for me to answer you guys, because I can send you the answers in voice reply, I mean voice DM, whatever we call it. And that's it for today's video, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed, and if yes, give this video a like. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.